Gents, there's been some activity from the big man upstairs, and I don't mean almighty. I mean this guy. Great news. I've heard the first container full of about 200,000 free electronic device donations should hit the water in a few days. Should arrive in 3 weeks to port. Shout out to the community from that makes these amazing things happen. What's your funniest guess at the device? I made a funny one. I made mini taser. Are we tasing people to get them on board? Are we tasing them now?
I would so much love it to be a mini taser. That would be so awesome.
Buy it.
Memorable at the very least. Yeah.
If you got tased by your friend being onboarded, that's a story. That's a story.
That's definitely something. Although, Max, I got a better theory for you. We are Scivivalists, if you will. One of the things he talks about is taking care of your health. So we did get a little tidbit of information. It's powered by the CR 2025 battery, which for the folks at home, it's like the little coin flat battery. It's less than an inch and about like 2.5 millimeters thick. I was doing some research. You could theoretically make a step counter with that. So a free step counter to encourage people to stay healthy so they can enjoy their coins forever. That might be a good one.
Wow. That's better than mine. I was thinking oxygen sensor, but maybe.
Look, don't knock the O2 sensors. Those are very important as well.
I got one. I was like, hey, everybody needs one of those.
Make sure you're still breathing after you find out how amazing PulseChain is. There we go.
That's right.
Be sure.
Suck all the oxygen out of the room.
I like the floppy disk. It could be a floppy.
Oh, yeah.
Disk.
Coaster. Yeah, coaster.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Could be as a coaster, floppy disk as a coaster. That's probably what they're more useful to. There's some colorful comments from time to time. I'm sure it's going to show me some pictures here. I'm going to have to scroll through.
It could be alien tech.
Fast here. He's got some. Looks like some alien. He got some Matrix tech at least coming out.
Mind control device forced you to buy
control?
PulseChain. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Let's
We
go.
have the tech.
Let's go.
Partnering with Elon on that, yeah. An implant.
Yeah. Elon's already got controlling sheep's brains or something, so why not?
Sheep's brains. Is that a reference to Severance? You guys seen Severance?
Maybe.
They have the sheep.
Did you see a picture with Richard Hart with laser eyes and the battery powers up the lasers?
I'm scrolling. Is that a real one? Got a watch here.
I just
PulseChain look on a Casio.
Nice.
Dude, don't knock the Casio. They're great watches. Love those things, man.
I like the calculator, 10,000X calculator. Pretty
That's
nice.
a good one as well.
Pretty good. This one, July 2nd. That feels like 6 months ago. This is the post I did.
Isn't this a duplicate of the picture above? What was that picture above? This also a flat screen.
That one. That's I think that's from the. Is that from the Alibaba one? It looks familiar. Is that the same one?
I thought it looks like the same thing.
It's the same format, but it's a different buttons and stuff like that.
Somebody must have forked it.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember where I got. I think I got this from Alibaba or some other website that makes stuff like that. And
there is a Alibaba one that's a hex shape.
Yep.
Oh, there's a hexagon Alibaba one. Okay. You got a link. Let me know if you have a link. A bidet. A mini bidet.
That kind of bums me out. I saw one of those in a bathroom once, and I thought it was a water pick. So that's not good.
That's the other direction. Ooh, well, they're both.
I can tell you a story about that.
I can tell you a story.
What else?
I do have a link. Let me get it. I think
That's an interesting one. Max, if you don't mind, I did do a little bit of research on this one. If you don't mind,
I've
got a screen share for you.
You gonna screen share us? Okay, let's do it. God, I hate the way this screen guard. You have to remove first and then add. Why the friction? Anyways, go.
Alrighty.
Why?
So this is one of our limitations here. We got the 2025 battery, as you can see, like super small, but at the same time though, I did what you did, which is if we go over to Alibaba, yes, we have these like digital greeting card things with like a small LCD screen, small speaker, play it, you can put a QR code inside. That seems a little bit boring, but again, it seems to be a very popular item that you can get for pretty cheap. But if you keep on coming down here, you start getting to some of this stuff. Could it possibly be a USB drive? I'm going to go ahead and say no. You know why I'm going to say no?
Because USB drives don't need a battery.
That too, but also that is incredibly unsecure. There was a reference that RHMax accidentally scrolled over earlier, but I mean, this is like Uncle Z's periodic monthly reminder about security, which is that don't plug stuff into your computer just because someone sends it to you. That is how you get very weird things. And I'm not just talking about USB drives, because you also get stuff like this.
STDs, everything, huh?
Yes, you literally get the STDs. Like, people have tried putting payloads on any and everything. So again, just because it looks like it might be coming from Richard Hart, maybe don't plug it in. And like, again, like, folks, please be aware, there's all kinds of crap out there. Like, for instance, for anyone that's keeping track of like the Sonic airdrop that was coming, if you just go type in #Sonic airdrop on Twitter, you will find millions of things like this. And if you keep following it, oh wow, this looks like a respectable website here. What happens if I do this?
Drained immediately.
It wants me to connect my MetaMask immediately. Yes, that is how you get drained. Or you can go find some other ones where you start getting some interesting URLs where it's like airdrop.paintswaps, plural with an S in there. If we go over to that website, what does that look like? Oh no, MetaMask is already trying to keep you safe.
That's just misinformation. That's just misinformation. Yeah.
Exactly. But for reference.
No.
That's true. But for reference,
in a previous life, I used to do security for companies, right?
There you go.
Pen tests and stuff like that. And one of the things you would do for just for giggles is drop a bunch of USB drives out in the parking lot next to car doors. And guaranteed somebody's going to plug one of those in when they go inside.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
There's so many different ways to try to attack when it comes to electronic devices. You can either do exactly what you talked about, which is just go drop just rogue devices that you hope people plug in, all that kind of stuff. You can do the fake URL stuff. You can even try to like spoof accounts and act like you're somebody else. Like I know we're all friends with Miguel Darlacos Crypto. I cannot tell you how many fake accounts with his face on it and some variation of his name have tried messaging me to get me to sign up for something. And I usually just troll them back and be like, oh yeah, dude, I remember hanging out. That was a great time. We should do that again. They're like, yeah, go sign up. I'm like, oh man, I remember this one time. It's like, just keep going down the rabbit hole. Just waste their time. It's always fun.
And I ran into one of those last week with Liberty Swap.
Bingo. There it is. I mean, what did they say? A Nigerian prince is born every day. Like the scams are simple, but the ability to pump them out more widely is super easily available. But when it comes to the security stuff, if we're talking about the mailers that are probably going out from Richard Hart, there will be a way to verify it. He's probably not going to ask you to immediately sign up your MetaMask and all that stuff. And by the way, if you want to know what a potential device could look like, I imagine when the first one comes out, people are going to start posting pictures of it, or Richard Hart himself will post a picture of it. That's going to be a good way to verify that you actually have the legit thing. And then also, if it does not match these specs, it's probably not real. So there you go. It's already out there.
Going to get bid up to about $10,000 on eBay, I'm pretty sure, if the people who get it, who put it on there, the first one at least. Richard Hart pointed to priest, spread the gospel.
They're coming signed, right?
Well, actually, I was thinking about that earlier, not about him signing it physically, but I was thinking about how, what kind of landing page, or like, there's going to be a call to action, right? There's going to be like, let me put my page up here real quick.
PulseChain, baby.
We have a little bit of auto pin scandal going on right now. That would not be good.
It would not.
This is the hexagon real quick too. That's pretty cool.
That one looks pretty sleek.
I like that one. Do the PulseChain gradient in it and Richard's face. Let's go. Let's go.
Some nice printing on there might make that look like a token we're all familiar with. Yeah.
How about an electric guitar?
I mean, that's a little big though for the packaging, I think. Hello, geniuses, by the way.
Little tiny one.
So the call to action, there's got to be some. Oh yeah, that's what I can do. Let's go flip over to hello, geniuses. No, go back to the device I made, because it's got to have something.
I like that. Well, I like what Pimp put in your chat, man.
Which one?
Maybe it's 200,000 Bitcoin. And one of those old Bitcoin wallets. He's giving away one free one to everybody. Let's get that. That's a good one.
Wow. You coming to do your first wrap Bitcoin transaction on PulseChain with this one Bitcoin. That would make the news if people are getting 120K in the mail. That would be.
You send me one, I'll send you two.
And that sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
So this one, will it have one Bitcoin to get started here? Or will it, like, what would the URL be? Will it just be pulsechain.com? Will we have a new on-ramp by then? Or will Liberty Swap like do some upgrades where it's like even more frictionless by then? Will all the new stuff will just be able to, they're just going to go to pulsechain.com and you can hear about it. Like, okay, we go there now, and what they can see for onboarding. Ready to get started. You can use Coast, Ramp, Bridge, Swap, Mine, connect to PulseChain, all this stuff. Will this be the landing page that will direct people on how to use the new device? Like pulsechain.com/device or onboarding or something. Will that be like, hey, click here to start? That'd be interesting to see what's on the page too.
There could be a QR code on there that they scan that takes them right there. That'd be cool.
There's got to be some way to track the effectiveness of this campaign.
Yeah, like a landing page where they can get the numbers, who clicked it, and from what what region. Like that's going to be enough to get started.
You do the QR code thing, you can definitely use that to track the incoming traffic. So that one makes the most sense to me.
Yeah. Maybe it's a QR code in the form of like a PulseChain gradient logo. Scan this logo. Scan this beautiful thing. And it's got a video that starts playing. Richard, hello, beautiful geniuses. Welcome to the greatest chain on earth. How would you like to bridge your tokens over to PulseChain? Just connect this to your Wi-Fi and we'll get started right away. Actually, that could go. That's probably easier to do on security than, well, you got CR 2025 battery. We can't do too much on that.
I think Rackham knows what it is, but he's being very tight-lipped with it.
God forbid people are trustworthy and don't ruin the surprise.
Yeah, he tells me a lot of things, but not this.
So, water in a few days, should arrive in 3 weeks to port. We're coming up on almost 7 weeks since my best guess, 2 months. What Richard said. Maybe you'll find out real soon in around 2 months. I think we're at week 6 or so for that. So it looks like it's going to be 3 months. Surprise. Or 4 months. I'm thinking September. That's what I tweeted. What do you got? When are we going to see the first devices hit the mailbox of the new buy pressure people?
2 more months. I don't know. I would say, I would say September. I mean, listen, nobody's going to want to hold on to these things. They're going to get them out. So I would say first week of September, they'll start going out.
He says like they're just hitting the water. So they're coming from China to, let's say, California. And that's 3 weeks is kind of like a minimum time on the water. Then they're going to spend some time in a port waiting for customs, et cetera, and then they need to be sorted into their, and labeled. And then
Merry Christmas, buy pressure. Merry Christmas to you.
So do you guys actually think that's 8 weeks? I think things get out fairly quick. Yeah.
Well, the big part is what he said in the middle of that, which is, remember, they're going to have these devices. Somebody's going to have to label them.
I think there might be a party down south
and
handle such things.
Yeah, maybe, but 200,000 labels is still 200,000 labels. And anyways, I don't think Dan, the Uber driver, can drive that many that fast. It's going to take him a while to get the records.
I want to see the factory where it's all of us, all Hexkins and Pulskins, and they're labeling all these. Zoom out the picture. We're all just in there. Fast Abdul's got like 6 at a time. He's just like, I gotta hurry. I gotta make my quota today. I'm like that.
Yeah, you got to have that Looney Tune music through the factory, right? That music. It's going to be pretty wild. I think that's going to be a party down south. I think you're going to get to meet a lot of new people. So if they put out a call to arms, right? They need some help down south. And you are in the vicinity, please take note and try to make it.
You might fly down for something like that. I've done a lot of labeling in my day. There's techniques.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a labeling machine, and there's gonna be somebody operating that. Come on, we got some automation. Come on, it's not gonna be Amazon Fulfillment Center, but it's gonna be, you're not gonna be in a wage cage. I don't think either. But there's gonna be some stuff going on.
When
I want to see the wage cage.
Call me a cynic here, but I have a question for you guys. What do you think takes longer to do? For a handful of Hexicans to put mailing stickers on 200,000 envelopes, or for the Port of Los Angeles to process one single container? I think Fast Abdul might have hit it on the head there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends.
So they could pre-clear it through customs, right? That happens to a lot of shipping containers. So it's like it wouldn't be the customs part that would happen while it was on the water, but it would be like the order in which the container is unloaded, right? Because it comes on a boat with whatever 10,000 containers, and there's a lineup of boats waiting to get unloaded. So let's hope those guys don't go on strike.
True. Those things are stacked deep for sure.
Have you ever gone out through that port? Like gone to Catalina Island or anything like that? There are a ton of ships all the way out to Catalina Island, just moored out in front of Long Beach, trying to all get unloaded. It is a busy place.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the #1 import-export port in the entire U.S. So it's no slouch, and you're entirely right. Like the ships, these are 1,000-foot container ships that have hundreds or thousands of those containers on each individual ship. And yes, sometimes they wait literal days just moored up off the coast trying to get in and out, just because A, they're big boats, so they don't move that fast. And then B, there's a lot of them, and you got to be precise because nobody wants to make the new multi-million-dollar screw up when they accidentally crash into the pier.
Agreed.
Let's hope they don't crash, Zenith. I think that's a worry. That's the imaginary horribles right there. But let's hope it doesn't crash.
It is, but at this point, like they do this so much, it's such a low failure rate. That's not what we're worried about. What you should be worried about is the delays, because that's the one that is much more frequent, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a PSA.
This first container might only be the start, though, right? Like this is a container that has 200,000 pieces. What if, like, it sounded to me from things Richard said in the past, there might be 10 more containers. And once they do it perfectly one time, which is the goal with this kind of project, like do the first time, take as much time as you need, get everything done, do it the right way. Then the second, third, fourth, 40th time they do it, it will be much smoother.
I think we're banking on a minimum of 5 containers, right? Because he said 1 million devices and there's 200,000 in this one. Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, one of 5 minimum, right? But the next 4 could be shipped all together, right? And then it just comes down to the distribution, which could be a month to handle all those, right? Like, so who cares if it takes 2 months to do the first time? It's like the 4th, 5th, 6th, 27th time that'll be what tells the tale.